Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You look at Boston, they've started strong this year, holding the second-place spot. And, of course, there's Toronto, pretty far behind right now.
Well, right now for Boston,
and you want to talk about hitting the ground running, they've done exactly this. And you've got to give a lot of credit to their coaching staff for getting this team locked in early.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. The perimeter pairing is White and Brown. And it's Holiday in at the 1 spot. And for the Raptors, Barnes and Pirtle down low at the 4 and 5. Grady Dick out there with Davion Mitchell. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Ooh, good little touch on the floater. Tatum making it look way too easy.
Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by White. Tatum finds Holiday. And he can't get that one. Good work defensively by Dick. Barrett against Holiday. Barrett can't hit. Left side, Brown. And that one no good to start off the night. And he lobs it up. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Outstanding initiative from Barnes. You know, he's solid at knowing when to go after alley-oops.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Darko Rajakovic. Their team's biggest concern tonight, the scoring of Jaylen Brown. Coach commenting, quote, Brown has become an elite scorer in this league. Jaylen can have huge nights. We know he's going to score, but we have to limit his easy looks, especially early. Something to watch, B.A.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. White for 3. It's rebounded by Dick. The Raptors have gone 1 for 3 so far. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2020 for their core moving forward. Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. And so here is Toronto following the bucket by Boston. It's Barnes on the wing. Shoots over Tatum. Boston pulls it in.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. It's White with a drive. And that one drops for him. White's got his second basket on the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Walter comes in for Mitchell. And over the last 10 games, these players have been gobbling up the most rebounds. Second is Jakob Poeltl.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Boucher down low. Tatum's there. Boucher passes to Barnes. Back to Dick. Outside Barnes. Pass to Boucher. Shot clock at 6. Here's Walter. He's guarded by White. from deep hurdle. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, he usually makes you pay from that range.
And how about Jaylen Brown, Richard? Named to his first All-NBA team in 2023. A very important piece to him.
NBA, what timing. It made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax. At the time, it was the largest contract in NBA history. And how did he follow it up? He won the Larry Bird Award as the best player in the Eastern Conference playoffs.
Pass to Walter. Here's Boucher for three. Boston pulls it in. Last time they met in Boston.
And that one didn't really go as planned. I mean, they made some unusual mistakes, but hey, a win is a win.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Big group substitution here for Boston. Cornette's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is a 25-point game against Miami. It's Barnes on the wing. Horford with a steal. 1:07 left in the opening quarter. Hauser can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 5. Stop the drought. Bobo gets the bucket.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Here's Pritchard, guarded by Barrett. Here's Brown. Nice shot from the wing.
And each year, it seems Brown keeps getting better at shooting the ball, especially from the mid-range.
And here is Barrett. Yet to see a basket. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's the break. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And here's Horford for 3. Fernando grabs the miss. The Raptors have gone only 3 for 9 from the floor. Barrett passes to Fernando. Boucher outside. It's Barnes on the wing. The 3 is up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Celtics up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
It's been a group effort, and that's what it takes to play the kind of defense that they've played. Great showing from them.
We've got Chris Boucher, and it's Mobo in at the 4. That's the group for Toronto to kick off the second quarter. Here's Hauser. Got a piece of it. Here's Mobo. All right, I don't want to make you feel too old here, RJ, but you did get drafted back in 2001. What's the biggest change to the game, you think?
Oh, I think without a doubt the physicality and the 3-ball. Teams are not as physical, and they shoot a lot more threes. When I came in, they were barely shooting them. Now that's all that matters.
And so it's Tatum who brings up the ball for the Celtics. And we played through the first minute here in the second. 3-pointer. And Tatum drills the 3.
an accurate shooter from distance. Tatum's teammates want him to keep looking to pull the trigger.
Springer, he's checked in for Boston. Now we get a chance to check some stats for Peyton Pritchard.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
All right, time for an injury report.
Thanks. I got a status report from Toronto's head athletic trainer. The initial reports are saying that this is a serious injury and that he'll likely miss significant playing time. And for a team with a thin roster, this injury really hurts. They will need everyone to step their game up.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
You look at his college days and his rookie year, Tatum has always been on a winning team, Richard.
B.A., I think it starts with his approach. There's always been an air of professionalism when it comes to Tatum. He's just a young player that is focused only on winning.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Pritchard. 7-point game. Biggest lead so far. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pass to Dick. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Here's Mobo. And again, Toronto, no good.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump. And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
With the drive. And a missed layup.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Toronto making a switch here. Temple's checked in. Porzingis is checked in for Boston. Holiday comes in for Springer. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Here for Toronto, the Celtics making a switch here. And as the leaderboard shows, these teams have really dominated the offensive glass so far this year. In third, the Raptors.
They're having success because they're sending multiple guys to the offensive glass. Hard to block out everyone.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. They're coming off a loss against Miami.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
Thank you. You have a Northside crew.
Porzingis passes to Brown. From downtown, that's good. From Holiday on the assist by Brown. And the Celtics lead by 10.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Here's Battle. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. Jaylen Brown picks one up. Toronto shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Celtics lead by 8. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
I love seeing Brown get it done inside. He's more than just a jump shooter.
Pass to Mobo. Back to Pirtle. And Porzingis with the block. Ooh, poked away. Now here's Brown. He's guarded closely. Ooh, here's White on the drive. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Time and time again, they're creating good looks from close range.
Boston shooting their first free throw of the game here. And the Celtics making a change here. Warford's checked in. That's good from White. And when Porzingis can be a third option on a team, he is deadly and efficient, RJ.
We've always seen Porzingis as the guy or as a second option. But when he has elite teammates around him, he really flourishes.
Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Over Holiday. Mitchell misses.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Well, Richard, with the career he's had.
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier, determined to have a big night on their home floor. And hello again, everyone. Welcome to our Saturday afternoon edition of the NBA on 2K. And despite having a generational talent in Wembanyama, Shams, the Spurs never skipping steps. They've got great detail to everything they do.
The Spurs draft and develop, that has been their calling card. San Antonio may not be a big free agent destination and magnet, but who knows, with Victor Wembanyama there, they are going to have the ability to attract players and potentially go after players in trades. They have a ton of capital assets, draft picks that they can trade. And Victor Wembanyama has the ability to be a generational star, like you said, Kevin. And players will eventually want to be there.
Quickly, can you even go back to a time when they've added Wembanyama, they've added Lively in Dallas, the Thunder's Chet Holmgren, what he did as a rookie? These young bigs have been sensational to watch. The size that the league has added has been off the charts.
And the center position might just be back, but let's look at that 2023 NBA draft. Let's revisit that in 5 to 6 years. That could be a draft that eventually will be regarded among the very best.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Castle. Pass to Champagny. Wembanyama, that's for 2. A rebound by the Celtics. And this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
You know, some teams just have your number, and that was the case between these two last season.
Now, here's Tatum. And he really did play well against Chicago in that last game. Hey, Shams, I know you're connected throughout the NBA into a lot of front offices, but have you ever thought about maybe shifting gears a little bit and working for a team?
There is always intrigue into something like that, Kevin, but I've seen how tough the environment can be, and honestly, it is really much more fun to be talking to you on this side of the media world and the media equation of the NBA. But listen, there's always intrigue with the front office.
And a lot of opportunities. I know you're looked at, but thank you for your honesty in that one.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Oh, good work from the mid-range there. Tatum likes taking that shot when he can create space.
Now here's Paul. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Northern California, and welcome to 2K Sports for with a new season underway. What are some areas that are challenging for players to get used to again, Grant?
You know, BA, I think being on the road again in general, making sure you continue to eat right, get the proper rest, getting into a routine as quickly as possible. That's what's the most challenging at first.
And now the Los Angeles starters. It's LeBron at power forward with AD as the center. Cam Reddish is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. Here's Green. Rebounded by LeBron. And James has got the ball here for Los Angeles. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by James.
The size and skill combination really puts pressure on the D. Davis so good at using it to his advantage.
The 3 from Curry. He buries it from 3.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Outside Reeves. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Here's James. Green with the defensive effort.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
And let's talk about Draymond Green for a moment. Certainly one of the most outspoken players in the league, Brent.
Well, Draymond has never held back, whether he's talking about his opinion or the way that he sees the game, which is remarkable and a revelation to his intelligence as a defender on the floor. Draymond Green has been special on the defensive end throughout his career.
All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. All right, Shams, thanks for the report.
Yeah, that's got to feel good. Reddish rising up.
Green with a screen on Reeves. Curry from deep three-point land. It's Reeves.
Our land, glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for
performance of Old Canada by the one and only Skylar Cole to set the stage for this one. Welcome, basketball fans. It's Saturday afternoon, and you're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Toronto Raptors as they go up against the Golden State Warriors. With Hall of Famer Dort, and if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Now Golden State's starting five. In at small and power forward, it'll be Wiggins and Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Trace Jackson-Davis. And it's Waters in at the 2 spot. Sweet move. Barrett. Curry with the rebound. Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Oklahoma City. To the middle. Pass to Waters. Over Mitchell. Curry can't get it to go. Now we'll go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Darko Rajakovic.
They were raving about an opposing player, in this case, Andrew Wiggins. Coach said, I have tons of respect for Wiggins. 100% effort on both ends. Andrew can beat you scoring it, but he can also be a shutdown defender. High praise for Wiggins, the former first overall pick. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
The supreme confidence from Steph Curry to attempt that shot, let alone make it. Impossible to measure this guy's range.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And the defense of this Raptors team, Frank, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Well, there's a certain hunger to the way Draymond Green approaches an NBA game. And that in and of itself is a skill.
Hurdle with a screen on Wiggins. To the paint. Rob. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Curry against Mitchell. Barrett with this screen on Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Mitchell, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on their second chance points.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You take a look at the Warriors. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top three.
And well, for the Warriors, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Here's Waters. Dick defending. Wiggins against Barnes. They set the pick. And Wiggins is good for three. Wiggins has got 5 points so far.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Here's Pirtle, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now we get a chance to check out some stats for Andrew Wiggins.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thanks. The Warriors have found something with Draymond Green and Trace Jackson-Davis inside. Green says, with the rim protected by Trace, I can just play off instinct and read the game. Jackson-Davis says, being able to interchange with him is great. The things he teaches me has helped my game a lot. Kevin?
I'd love to hear those stories. Thanks, David. Wiggins outside. Curry a screen on Barnes. Here's Wiggins. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Some contact inside. Wiggins playing big and will go to the charity stripe.
And the second free throw, good. There's a minute left in the first quarter. Boucher in the post. Looney on him. Andrew Wiggins grabs the board.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Back to Pajemski. Six on the shot clock. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. A rebound by Shed. Raptors trail by 10. 19 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Dick. Warriors with the rebound. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, hard time shooting the rock in that one. but they also didn't give themselves the best looks.
I think even when you get quality looks, there was an inability to stay consistent. It is hard to win on a cold shooting night in today's NBA. The scoring is just...
So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. Warriors ahead. They're up by 10. We've got more in store for you right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Grady Dick, and it's Boucher in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Pass to Kuminga. Healed outside. Offline with his 3. Raptors trail by 8. Here's Shed, still without a basket. And it goes down 2 points. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front officers are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot.
Well, that's his second foul. Does he take a more cautious approach here the rest of the half?
Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Grady Dick. The Warriors also with a sub. Anderson, he's checked in for Draymond Green. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Warriors leading by 9. Now Podziemski. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Abaji. Defended by Kuminga. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for Chris Boucher. A shake. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin, to me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
And again, no good by Golden State. Raptors trail by 6. Pass to Poeltl. It's stolen by Hield. And here we go. Kuminga heading to the hoop. And Kuminga throws it down.
Well, Hield knows you're going to give him a significant amount of attention. He uses that to find the open teammate.
Barnes can't get it to go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Now here's Hield. He's guarded closely. Missed inside.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
Out to the right wing. Pass to Shed. The Raptors need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Kuminga. Boucher. And again, Toronto no up.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that.
Here's Jackson Davis. Defended by Pirtle. Curry with it. From outside the arc. Step perfection from the arc.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. Brian Anderson here. With me tonight are analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. We'll see the Golden State Warriors and the Toronto Raptors. All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Waters in at the 2. It's stolen by Curry. Here's the break. Here's Green. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Gotta reward the big man Green for running the floor. Excellent execution.
Leonard outside. Off target with the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Green, the pass to Wiggins. The 3 from Curry. Knocks down the long J.
Such a quick release. As soon as the ball touches his hands, it's gone.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with Toronto's head coach for a bit. We chatted about strategy against Andrew Wiggins, and coach put it simply. He said, quote, "We just got to stay on him at the arc on the inside. We can't let him give our defenders the slip." So the defense is going to try to stay as glued to the nimble Wiggins as possible for this one.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Leonard. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. And stolen by Green. Drives to the hoop. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Waters. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Gasol, a screen on Curry. Launches it from deep. Rebounded by Green. And here are the Warriors now. They lead by 4. Over Lowry. And there's Curry on the assist by Green. Curry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And both sides on the floor getting ready for the game ahead, and it's almost that time. Hello, everyone, and welcome to this. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Warriors. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference. And, of course, the Lakers, a game and a half out.
And seeing where the Warriors are, they've stayed right there just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Down in the block, it's LeBron and Davis. Austin Reeves out there with Reddish. And it's Hachimura in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Warriors, up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Waters in at the shooting guard position. And Green gets it to go. Hey, Clark, when you're on the road, what are some things that help bring teams, closer together?
Well, one of the common things for all people is food. So gathering for dinner as teammates is one of those ways you can bond. Maybe taking in a movie, perhaps a comedy show. Anything that can lighten the pressure of what goes on.